spring is here, which means warmer weather and fun with the family and friends. Here to thaw out for spring is drinks expert Thea Rutherford for Deutsch Family Wine and Spirits. Hey man, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks for having me. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, what's a good way to celebrate the changing season?
So changing season means changing produce, which means nice fresh ingredients that you can incorporate in your cocktail. And honestly, you look to your freezer to actually help you entertain so you can get a little bit more quality time with your family and friends.
Very interesting. So what's a top tip for spring entertaining?
So honestly, I love to just keep things simple with something like a classic highball using Redemption Rye. Redemption has a really nice spicy backbone. Throwing a little soda water on top of that just makes it nice and light and refreshing. But to give it a little bit of elevation, what you want to do is take something like citrus peels and freeze that in your ice cubes. That way, as the drink starts to dilute, it adds a little bit of a citrus note to the drink and makes it even more complex and even more fun. Plus, looks pretty cool at the same time.
Man, that is so clever. I used to run bars and restaurants for years. I've never once thought about doing that. That's so clever. What a good idea. So do you have any other freezer inspirations? That's such a cool idea.
Yeah, see, doing things ahead of time always helps. You can do the ice cubes ahead of time, or you can even do the entire cocktail ahead of time and make something like a freezer door cocktail. That way, when your guest wants a drink, you can still stay on the couch. They reach in the freezer, they grab that, and they pour it themselves. So something like a white Negroni. So take off of a classic Negroni, but we're using Gray Whale gin with this, Lillet Blanc and a little Blanc vermouth. The Lillet Blanc brings out a little citrus note for that Gray Whale. It's really lovely, bright, and refreshing. Plus, every time you reach for that bottle of Gray Whale, you're actually contributing to coastal conservation. So great cause and a great drink at the same time.
That's cool. That sounds very delicious. So what are some of your favorite quick and easy drinks for spring and summer?
So I personally love a Boulevardier. It's actually the drink that I base all of my ordering off of whenever I go to a cocktail bar. We decided to do a little play on that with Bibb and Tucker 6-year bourbon, Campari, sweet vermouth, but then adding a little bit of nut liqueur. And what this nut liqueur is going to do is it's going to bring out the inherent nuttiness that's already in the bourbon itself and just sort of round it out. Again, batch that ahead of time, put it in the freezer. That way, minimal effort for you while you're entertaining, but maximum flavor for your guests. And again, light, great, refreshing cocktail. Can't go wrong with it.
No, it's a really brilliant idea. So you have any suggestions for something with a little twist?
Yeah, don't be afraid to try different things, right? We're getting into the point where all of this lovely fresh produce, we're going to have more things than we know what to do with. So doing something like jalapeno peppers in your ice to add to a margarita with Cantera Negra tequila. So that way as the ice is melting, it adds a little bit of a spicy note to the inherent sweetness that's already with the tequila. You can also do something like fresh herbs. Kind of anything you want, you can try in those ice cubes. And honestly, if it doesn't work, it's just a little bit of effort. You throw it into the sink, you can try again. But have a little bit of fun with it. Enjoy the produce while we have it until we get back into winter and in the doldrums there. So yeah, just have some fun.
I love that. I love that idea. Yeah, do not be afraid to try new things, especially cocktails. So where can I send folks for some more information?
Absolutely. So for all the brands we talked about, the drinks, and maybe a little bit more inspiration, they can go to deutschfamily.com. It'll have everything there for them.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time this morning. And guys, if you want to catch this segment or others like it, head over to FCN Plus.